move the world with my grown man's hand. You were living in no man's land. I move the world with my grown man's hand. You were living in no man's land.
Hey, everybody.
I move the world with my grown man's hand.
It's Beatzz and Brown.
I'm TeddyBeatzz.
I'm Ozzy Brown.
Guess who's who?
Who knows, man?
We say that all the time.
We're here to have some natural discussions with you here today, because we have natural discussions on this podcast. We just kind of let it rock. We're not really like other podcasts who have like a whole bunch of stuff that they know they're gonna talk about.
Yeah, fuck writing scripts, bro.
Yeah, bro, because we're too natural, bro. We're some natural dudes, you know.
Natural talent.
We could have called this podcast Natural Discussions. That's pretty hard.
That's a fire ass name. Damn. Okay. Natural discussions.
we'll
We're gonna look back at this and remember that.
I thought of it earlier too. When I was
Did you?
When I was eating Dutch's.
For this podcast?
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's a good podcast.
That is
Remember when I
fire.
said, yo, dude, but then I didn't say anything after that?
That's what it was?
That's what it was.
Oh my god. Yeah, natural discussions. All right, bet. That is true, because we just talk about there's a lot of beauty in like being natural and not having anything written.
Yeah.
Which is
We have
always
good talks all the time.
we do that with our music too a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we try to keep it like as humane and like natural as possible.
Yeah.
We don't really like to do like too much on it.
Yeah, man. People of Earth. It is crazy out here. Me and TeddyBeatzz have been doing overtime in life. Fucking.
Yeah, I had a horrible week. I you know, behind the scenes of who TeddyBeatzz actually is, man, I had to go work at my family's restaurant. I fucking slaved away every day, all day in the kitchen. Not fun. My brain is fried, but I'm trying to. Are you looking for the CBD?
Yes. That is what I'm looking for, actually.
Yeah, I have a letter. You have. That's your letter behind you. But you can take this one.
Oh, I found my CBD.
Yeah, CBD is actually really good for you. It's, as Mildly Brown would say, Hans my face.
Yes. You know, you guys don't know this, but we have our own language.
Yeah, you should put them on.
I've never put
Okay.
any of my fans on before. I put TeddyBeatzz on it. This is a language that's been developing for a long time. Okay?
What's the name of the language? You gotta create it.
It's called like Hans Monstockian or something.
Hans Monstockian.
Yeah, Hans
That's fire.
Monstockian. Because like we're from the country of Hamonstock. If we were to be from a country, if this language was to be from a country, it'd be from Hamonstock.
All right, so you're gonna hear Mildly Brown say "sace" a lot. I'm sure he said it in one of the podcasts.
Maybe. Oh yeah, definitely have, bro.
So what does "sace" mean, Mildly Brown?
Sace means like you're doing something that's kind of dumb, or somebody's being kind of dumb, or like fucking you over maybe a little bit, or like just kind of slightly annoying you, or maybe it's something silly too. It doesn't have to be like so negative. Like you wouldn't really be like, oh, they're sace. Like you kind of would, but like it's more used like if somebody's like kind of just doing something dumb and you think it's funny, you're like, oh, this guy's sace right here.
Like he's acting sus. He's a little, you know, because you can't say retarded now. So
you can't.
You know, people get offended. I say it often, don't get offended. But, like, Mildly Brown found a better word. Sace. That's pretty fucking sace, bro. No one's going to get offended by that because they don't know what it means.
They can't. They can't, bro. I mean, but it gets deeper. See, these all these words have an origin, but we'll get to the normal basic words before we get into explaining where they come from. Okay, so there's Hans, which is, like, an activity. Like, you know, you Hans.
Example. Hey, Mildly Brown, you want a Hans today?
Yeah, like, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm down to Hans, and then we get together and make some music or something, or whatever we do. It doesn't even matter. We're Hansing right now with you. So you guys are Hansing with Mildly Brown every time you watch this podcast.
We're Hansing. Funny
Funny part is, many people are not going to see this video, so many people are still not going to know, and it's still going to be secret.
This is pretty much exclusive content for the ones who watch it.
Yeah, for the ones who enjoy it and are curious genuinely about what we're doing, and like...
Shout out my Uncle Alex, because he's actually really fucking with the podcast. He was like, yo, when is the next episode dropping? I'm like, bet. This is his Sunday thing. He watches this on his Sundays. And I'm like, all right, bet. So shout out to you.
Shout out to
because I know
Uncle Alex,
you're
bro.
actually watching the whole thing through.
Yeah, so there's Hansing, and sometimes you Hans the sace, like, and that just means like say if I want TeddyBeatzz to light up my CBD for me, I'd be like, yo, Teddy, can you Hans the sace real quick?
Yeah. Oh.
You know, like, oh, we're trippy.
That was Sace. What I just did was Sace. Like I put my foot on the box that's holding up the fucking tripod.
Live example of sace this.
Exactly. That was Sace. Dude, one time, bro, what'd you say?
You're in person.
You were trying to write a lyric. You were trying to write lyrics, and I was doing something, and you were like, so serious, yo. He was like, "This is Hans in my sace," and I fucking cracked up, cause yo, he's just like, He says it and he means it, and I know what he means, and it's fucked up that I know what he's talking about, because it makes no sense, but it does.
Yeah, it all derives. I mean, I've been making words for stuff since I was young, but like it got really deep when I met Mars Hendrick and all the other boys that I'm bandmates with and such. Because like Mars is from Costa Rica, okay? He's a very Spanish guy. He's got a lot of Spanish guys around him. And like one day they were working for their dad, and everybody was there before him. And the Spanish guy Omar, he always calls me Flaco. They all call me Flaco. If you know, you know that every Spanish community has at least 5 Flacos.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, I know like so many.
Everybody knows a bunch of Flacos. I'm part of the Flaco community. But yeah, this guy Omar walks up and he's like, "Your dad? He's amazing." And so after that point going forward, we're just like, oh, amazing. We kept calling each other amazing. Like anytime we did something dumb, instead of calling each other Sace, we call each other amazing. But Sace is derivative of amazing because it's like amesa sacing. Like we kept just fucking with it, you know. Amesa sacing, unfucking believable. That one's good too.
What was it?
That's unfucking believable. That one's definitely good. They didn't have that long of a run. You know, there's a lot of words. There's more advanced ones. We're just gonna leave you with those for now. You know, you guys will be good on your own with that.
Hans in my face. Yeah, now you guys are starting to Hans my face now.
Yeah, like getting into it. Stop pressing me, all right?
You know, it's too much detail going on. Too much fucking detail. We have a EP coming out. We just uploaded it. World Domination coming out March 31st.
It's gonna be pretty fire. I'm gonna do my best to promote it, even though it's hard to promote stuff.
It's a 3-song EP. Well, bro, you've been killing it on TikTok. We'll get into that next. It's a 3-song EP. The beats by me. Bounty Brown got on Grown Man Hands. He played the guitar on that, so that was him. We created a loop with him playing the guitar. Fire. Only one of them. Only one of them I'm featured in. It doesn't say it now.
TeddyBeatzz. This song is special. Like we've had some songs together that are out, but this one is like.
We had this song from a while ago, actually. Too.
Yeah, like
this is not even like something.
We made a song together before we really started chilling. Like.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? The first day we ever linked, we made a song, and it's on my album, The Vessel of Karma.
We made a couple songs. I put down a couple verses that day. That was a legendary day.
That first time, I think when I first knew your potential, bro, was when I put on the beat called "Corey's Got a Gun." My daddy's got a gun. My daddy. I have a crazy ass beat like that. Wiley Brown just comes in. He said, "What'd you say?" Fucked up, bitch. I want the juice. I want the juice.
Bitch, I'm with my dogs. I'm ready to roof.
Yeah, that shit was fire. And he was screaming it. And this is the first time I've ever worked with an artist that like did something like that. Usually I work with a lot of artists that are just more chill viber. The first time I ever heard anyone just go ham on the track was with you that day.
Hey.
And he was just like, but he was screaming, ah, 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 ah. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, this guy's, he's a Mason.
Sometimes, I don't know, there's a lot of passion involved in music for real. Today on my live stream, I was literally like, I saw some people who I consider to be somewhat a form of competition come into my live stream.
You just knew them?
Yeah, and like, I started spazzing because I'm like, I was saying stuff like, oh, like, you can see what I'm doing. You can, like, try to copy it, but you won't be able to because the only reason I can do this is because I got this noggin. Like, you know, no matter what, you can't replicate what I do. Nobody did. I have this bar that's like, if you want my money so bad, here, just take it. Can't do what my brain did. I'm a fully loaded clip and y'all was fucking aimless.
Ooh. Bars.
Yeah, that's some of my favorite bars I've ever made. It's simple,
but
it's like I did that in a punch and tape.
Where?
There's a million one of my lyrics. I've been listening to like all my old music and just gathering like all my favorite bars, and some stuff I want to redo, some stuff I'm just gonna drop it how it is. But it's hard, you know, like it's hard. I have thousands upon thousands of songs. I mean, literally. And you guys may not know this, but I mean, I've been locked away in a house for years recording. That's all I do. I mean, I'm antisocial. I'm awkward. I'm uncomfortable. I have PTSD. I'm irritable. I'm like unpredictable. I got problems. So I just stick to myself, and I just recorded so much music because, like, you know, there's this meme that's like, oh, guys don't go to therapy. They just buy a microphone and Pro Tools or something like that. Or guys don't go to therapy. They just make a podcast, which we talked about before.
Yeah. Fucking.
It's hard to decide which to drop, man.
Huh?
It's hard to decide which to drop. It's like a lot of them, like, time passes between I make them. I make hundreds of other songs. Like,
Yeah.
I'm on a whole different level
They
now.
get
like,
lost in the vault because you're in a constant state of creativity. You
Yeah,
feel me?
like,
You're
I
always
can't just
creating.
stop.
That's a really big thing with artists in general. Like, that's a habit we all have, and I think everyone needs to break. It's just like, we got to create something and, like, work on, like, boom, posting it, ground the creation, because eventually you just have a fucking
Yeah.
big ass fucking folder full of amazing songs, and you never know. Even if only one of them was a hit record, you know what I'm saying, or one of them was a hit, one of them did well. It's like that's all you need, and it's like you never know until you just drop it. You know,
You gotta
I
drop
have a
it.
lot of songs like that too. I actually lost all my fucking OG TeddyBeatzz songs like back in high school now because I just canceled my SoundCloud
I literally have
subscription.
started like I've started like 3 or 4 different Google accounts, and they're all just filled up with songs to the brim. And one of them I bought extra space on it, and it's just like. And a lot of my music is now like a lot of the songs I didn't drop, I would never drop now because I used to record music all freestyle. I wouldn't write, I wouldn't punch in, I wouldn't like go in and perfect the details. I would just be like, nah, God wanted it to come out that way. Like, no, I can't change it. That's actually what I want to do today. I feel like I want to really go in on one really solid take, and if I fuck it up, just delete the whole thing and just go back in. Like, unless it's really, really solid, the take I did, but it's like...
Just like a freestyle verse?
Yeah, and like
Okay.
I think I can actually do some seriously like professional level shit like that right now because I've grown a lot, and I don't know, I never do that anymore. I feel like there's something about my voice.
You
and-
should make a
and the way I
video
rap.
of you doing it too, because if it's gonna be one take, you know,
Yeah,
that's just...
definitely. That's
Because if it's a freestyle, you don't need your phone.
yeah,
You just record yourself fucking doing it. That's
Yeah.
good content right there.
yeah, and there's something about my voice and my energy and my passion, like this monster that like comes out of me when I get into my freestyling bag. You know, like it's just
yeah.
it's kind of almost like
We see it, bro.
it's
You're
a
like,
different animal than like when I'm writing. Like it's almost like I don't know. It's almost like they're two different people. Sometimes I feel like as a freestyler I'm more sexual. I'm more like primal. Like as a writer I'm like very introspective and like very like
It's a different art
detailed.
form. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It is. That's what it is. You're tapping into a different artist.
yeah
Because
It's very
freestyling is
cool.
a form of art.
Yeah.
Writing is a different form of art. You know? That's the beautiful thing about music. There's so many avenues.
Yeah, it's like it's
that
very
can fulfill
exciting
you.
to like because I know I haven't even begun to tap into my potential as a writer, and I'm excited to see where that goes in general because I didn't do it for so long. I just thought I shouldn't because I had this thing about this freestyle, these like beautiful moments that would get captured and how uniquely they would represent those moments. But I also realized that the writing does the same thing. You know, I kind of like freestyling. Like you go into that like same kind of pocket though, like you know you just kind of like freestyle it in your head until you find something good and like you just like take the best of it and you like put it all together. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's definitely more focused because then you're looking at it. You know, you're looking at the words on a piece of paper. You're like, no, I'm not saying that. Like
Yeah, because you overthink it. And you're like, that's where
Yeah.
that's where the work begins, you know?
yeah,
It's just a different practice.
yeah, it's very fun. I'm definitely a fan of it. I'm trying to get super nice with it. I want to bring more of my naturalness into it, like
Yeah.
from my freestyle.
I'm trying to change the game for producers, like, completely now. Because I follow a lot of producer pages where producers talk, and I just keep hearing them how they say they keep getting fucked by the label, they didn't get paid for 2-3 years, blah blah blah, and I feel like, you know, what Russ did to music is kind of what I want to do, even though he's a producer, but for producers, and I want to do a different way of business, and I think you know, it's gonna be a big statement as a producer to do this for producers to let them know, yo, you actually are that other creative.
Yeah.
You know,
That's facts.
like even
I like that. I
Like-
stand for that.
yeah,
You know?
because it's just, you know, they don't, because
At first, when we were releasing music and it was like by TeddyBeatzz and Miley Brown, I was like, I didn't know how I felt about it. But
Uh-huh.
when you put it from that perspective, I was like almost touched in a way. I was like, yeah, like
yeah, because it's a bigger picture.
you deserve the respect. You know,
Yeah.
you deserve the credit for your work, bro. You know, like,
Yeah.
that's something that I don't
And
know.
also, like, originally, before I even stumbled upon the idea, I liked the Miley Brown and TeddyBeatzz thing because it was like everything that we did was stemmed off of each other's energy in that room. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, to me, it's like if you're, for example, if you're gonna put right, a producer or a rapper and a producer's name on a thing. It's like, make sure it was just you two and it was just stemmed with each other's energy. Yeah. But like, if you never met the producer and he just sends you a beat and then someone else goes off to mix it, someone else goes to master it, you didn't do nothing, and it's just the beat maker, you don't have to, I don't think you would have to do TeddyBeatzz Mildly Brown type shit. But like, when we make songs together, it's like we constantly throw ideas at each other. We get fed off each other's energy. We tap into different parts. We notice things, like where he helps me a lot is like he'll tell me something that my brain or my eye didn't catch. Like, and likewise, you know, and it's it's a lot about being open minded.
Yeah, facts. Like, honestly, me and Teddy's partnership is powerful, yo. Like, that's what it is, a partnership. You know, like I see, I don't know. I know I'm gonna keep making so much rap music, and it's good to have somebody who's like covering these other ends of things that I'm not, that aren't like, that take me away from what like I'm really meant to be doing. Like, you know, like, honestly, I could be making beats, I could be doing that stuff, but it's just like, it's like I can just feel it. It's not what I'm supposed to do. You know, like, it's
just because now you're taking your focus away from the other thing.
Yeah, like I have so much like in my head and so much just that I'm trying to create, and it's just exploration too. Like, that's really how I look at music. It's this crazy, like, every time I take off on a song, it's like my mind is this infinite ocean. And I'm hopping in this boat, and like there's all these different currents that I could follow, and one change of a word and one differentiating sentence, you see all these different paths too. Every single sentence, you lay down a sentence, that's one stream, but see, you get to that, and there's unlimited streams in front of that. So you kind of just like use your like mental compass. You know, you're out there, you're a pirate. You know, you're out there, you're on the fucking 7 seas inside of your mind. You're using your compass to like lead you. Like, it's almost like the spirit, this intuition. You kind of like
it's
you
so
feel
spiritual.
it out, like you. Or like you have a feather and like the wind is blowing. Like, you're in your mind and you're holding this feather on the ship and the wind blows the feather this way. You're like, all right, we're going this way. Like, I've seen this path. This path works in terms of the narrative, in terms of everything I'm trying to say. The rhyme is on point, like all this. And there's so many little edits too. It's just like, damn, I fucking love this shit, man. Like,
yeah. So back to what I was saying with the I really think it's important. You know, I should talk about it now. Is like producer and artist. Relationship is so important, and like a big part is knowing like our communication is so good because you have to be open-minded. You know, there's times where I have an idea he doesn't like, he has an idea I don't like, and agreeing and compromising with each other, you know, that's always like a big thing, because sometimes what I've even noticed working with other artists in my past is just like someone is just like too hard-headed on something, and they're not open-minded to like, okay, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Because
I used to be like that when I was younger, actually.
Yeah.
And that caused me a lot of disagreements in the past. But now I'm just like, you know, like, I think there's always a way to both be happy with what it is.
Yeah. Like Alchemist said, you're not always gonna be right. You might have a point, you know, but it's like you're not always ultimately right in general.
Yeah.
And it's just knowing, and this is where ego is a hard thing to deal with, but it's something that should step away when you're in a partnership. Like, ego is good when you're making music by yourself, but when you're with somebody, like, ego, you know, sometimes you have to be like, you know what, you're right, or I trust your judgment, I trust your instinct, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's been a lot of time. Also, you know, it's good when you develop the trust in the bond, and it gets more safe, too, to just, like, trust in each other. Like, that's something that was hard for me to do in a lot of different things in my whole life. But I always just kind of knew I could trust you. And,
yeah, I'm not a fishy guy. I'm not a fishy kind of guy. I'm a cool dude.
Man, we want to produce the highest caliber of music, you know. Like,
it's ultimately, I'm going to let my dog in because he's bugging.
He misses us. He wants to come. He wants the Hans.
Yeah. Toby, you see all these things in the way, buddy?
Come here, man. Hey, buddy. You can't see him, but there's a dog here. Here, I'll show you guys. But, no, he's under me.
What did we just say? Don't forget.
Partnership, trusting each other. Yeah, just like...
Oh, yeah. Partnership and trusting each other.
Being able to trust that, like... Yeah, honestly, most people... Don't just trust everybody. Alright? Because most people, if they were to make me a suggestion, like...
Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. I live by this.
And Teddy, like, most of the time, when it comes to my rapping, he'll make a suggestion, but, like... If I just say no, then that's that. You know, if it's my verse, but he wants to make a suggestion, I'll gladly hear it. Yeah. But if I want to say no, then it's no. And that's cool too, because it's like, you know, you also have to be able to be like, all right, well, they don't like that. Okay. Like, you know, and the same thing with his beats. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, try this. And then I just gotta leave him alone and let him do it, you know? Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes because I know I'm safe to say no, that when he does actually provide me something good, because he doesn't take it personally when I say no, so he keeps throwing ideas, and then eventually he gets to something. Maybe he'll be like, "Oh, try this kind of flow, or maybe you should push like this, use this your voice like this, or something like that." And then sometimes I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're right." It's not like I'm just saying no for no fucking reason. You know?
Big facts, and that's actually a big life. The Four Agreements. Have you ever read that book?
I have the 5 agreements, but I never read the 4 agreements. So I started reading the 5 agreements.
The 4 agreements. They said the one rule is a personal life rules, and then it's is it 5 agreements?
There's another book that's written by him and his son.
Oh, word. So one of the agreements is to never take anything personal, anything, and it's and that taught me a lot because it's really not personal. You know what I'm saying? It's like life is a reflection of yourself. So how you're perceiving life is really how you feel inside. Is how you're perceiving yourself. You know, so it's like you said, trusting for him. I can make a suggestion, and like I said, ego aside, if he says no, no, that's okay, because we're in the concept of creation. You don't want to bombard with, like, you know what I'm saying, with ideas where it disrupts the creative flow. But that's what it is. It's no means no. Okay, good.
You know what's crazy?
There's no beef.
I'm pumped as fuck right now. The Celsius is hitting. This conversation is good. I really like this is just like making me think of how fucking fire we do things. Like just the way we do things.
Bro, we pump a lot. Like, bro, I don't think who. Alright, see, this is where my ego comes in. This is where ego is good. Because who's really doing what we're doing? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Who's really coming together and putting in work at this level and just like.
But bro, we work together, bro, because we've done a lot of work with many other people already, so that kind of went out the system, and we're both like spiritually woke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we understand things, you know.
We have a similar way of gaining momentum too, like just like we'll get into the pocket and we'll just go, like, you know, like we'll like get revved up. And just like feed off each other and then just start working. And also just like that work ethic is so critical, bro. Like, cause we both like, man. I can wake up every single day and know that you're somewhere out there thinking about it, working on it, some degree trying to push it forward. And like, that's all I can ask for in a partnership too. Like, and I'm hoping some of my other boys can get on this level too, if they are watching this. I mean, that goes without saying to me, but in case one of them does watch this, you know, I have a lot of other musician cohorts that I love who are incredibly talented. And me and him are going to be putting together a mixtape with all the aliens in the house, because, you know, those guys are aliens. If they want to be a part of our label, they definitely, well, you know what? They're going to be. They don't even, like because we're going to set it up nice. Like, it's not going to be fucking, like, some kind of whole thing. Like, I want them, like, I want to, like, really officially make Aliens in the House just this crazy thing.
Like a D12 thing, you were saying.
Yeah, and just, like, make it go hard, like, you know, they are all very talented artists, so I just can't wait to see. I've always been excited to see what their growth would take them, and, you know, how their experiences would mold them as artists. And that's something, because I'm good at seeing talent, you know. I've seen a lot of people, you know, and I didn't have the skill that I have, but they saw my talent, you know. Like, like that was 8 years ago that H-God was like, yeah, bro, you should be a rapper. And, like, before that, nobody ever encouraged me to do it at all. And I didn't think I could.
And he was, like, the first person.
Yeah, but when he told me I could, I just, like, from that point on, it's like he saw my overall potential. And him, too, I saw his, like, I saw, like, and we would have these moments, like, we would freestyle so many hours. And after, like, a year, we started getting really nice. And I would just have these profound moments listening to H-God rap. It would bring me to almost tears. Because it's just like, wow, like, look how hard he's shining, how bright he's shining. You know, it's really a magical thing, and I've seen that with all my boys. Shouts out to Deshaun, Izzy, K-Love. Shout out to fucking everybody. Shout out to my fucking homie Jaquan, bro. He crazy guy too. That's H-God's twin. Shout out to everybody, man. You guys are amazing, bro.
Word. That's what you were saying. It's like a lot of artists that I worked with. It's like either had the passion, not the drive, not the passion. And it's like, but when you find someone with the drive and the passion, and they want to go up with you, that's another topic I actually want to talk about with people in general. Like, just because, people don't have to link with you just because, you can both be on the path of success on two different paths, you know? Like, you don't have to, like, always link up with people, you know what I'm saying? And because, like, for example, me and him, we link so well because I benefit him, he benefits me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you don't have nothing to offer, like, because I get a lot of people that hit me up a lot of the times, and it's just like, I see you doing great, and I want to work with you too. But it's just like we're on just two different paths. It's like it's almost gonna throw me off of my path trying to do any more. Trying to make, you know. Yeah. So then that's a major thing. It's like complimenting each other, and I knew off rip, bro. For real, like as soon as we linked, I was like, this guy's my missing key. You know, like, because there's a lot of times where I like the behind the scenes. Sometimes I don't want to just be the creator. I want to be the guy behind the scenes. I have a ill business oriented mind. Like
TeddyBeatzz brews it in the pot for a while.
Yeah, I do.
When it comes to his artist, when you make like write a song, you know, like you really like just like let it happen so naturally. You don't like
force it.
Yeah, like I don't necessarily force it, but that's really my natural activity. My natural activity isn't to sit down and make some beats. My natural activity is to rap and expound until something amazing comes out. Yeah. That's what I practice doing for so long.
And you don't hit writer's block, huh?
No.
See, that's my thing, bro. It's like with my artistry, that's where I lack is sometimes I'll just get a ill writer's block. But for some reason, every time I finish my writer's block, I level up so much more every time.
Freestyling will definitely help you with that because it'll help your mind. The muscle that grows in your brain is the one that can help find different pathways. You know, like
with writer's block.
Yeah, like, you know, because you'll be rapping and rapping and rapping, and then boom, you'll find this like this new little crack will open in the surface, and you'll be able to find this whole new pathway. Like
that's crazy.
It's like you're in the gym.
I never thought about it.
You're in the rapping gym, literally, and that's why I say rappers, bro, rap. If you're a rapper and you're not rapping every day, just the activity of rapping, bro. Like if you're a person that makes rap music, that's cool, but you're not a fucking rapper if you don't rap. All right?
Yo, you're put him on a game, Mobley.
Like,
put him
bro,
on a game, bro.
Rap. Like, why do I have to tell you to rap, bro? If you're a rapper, like rap. Okay, I wake up, I rap every day. That's why I say I'm a rapper.
Like getting your reps in.
People will say yes, like you're going to the gym, bro. You need to do it. Like in the back.
Yeah.
See,
facts. You can't just like write a couple bars of one day a week, right? And then just call yourself a rapper because you made 4 songs.
That's not being a rapper. My dad's a plumber. He fucking wakes up. This is his fucking shirt, man. All right. He wakes up in the morning every fucking day and goes in plums. All right, that's why he's a plumber.
That's why he plums, bro.
I always say I'm the son of the plumber. That's why I'm nice with the pipe, right? That's why. Well, like it's true. Like he goes and he plums every day. Okay, so I wake up, I rap every day.
Word.
Because I'm a rapper, like for real. And I hate when people say I'm not. I hate when people disrespect my steeds, yo. Damn.
Yeah. Damn.
Because I do this. Like, this is really like, and they're like, oh, we don't need another rapper. We need electricians. Yeah, I'm sure somebody else could be a great electrician. But you know what? I'm a rapper.
Fuck the electrical life, man.
Yeah, he shouldn't be an electrician.
Yeah.
He should be making music. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's a great thing, man, because that's what really happened to me, man. I was like looking for money, trying to feed my pockets, but I wasn't feeding my soul. And I was just like, I woke up one day and I was just like, I don't want to go to work. Like, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm like, the only thing that's been consistent in my life is music. And I'm like, I just want to make great music with great people. Yeah. In a great atmosphere.
We're gonna call our next mixtape No Plan B.
No Plan B. This is only Plan A. So, and then this is what I'm talking about. So after I called out of work, right? And I was just all that was on my mind was music and us, bro. And I'm like, yo, we gotta get up there, man. So I hit a mad A&Rs, blah blah blah, and I sat in my car to go to the gym, and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I need to do something with this music. And literally at that moment, I get a phone call from Arizona. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, my soul vibrated, like it tingled. I was like, what the fuck? And I answered it. And I wouldn't have answered that call because I would have been at work. You feel me? But something told me to call out that day. I talked to them, blah, blah, blah. And then I go to Motley Brown. I'm like, yo, what do you think about Arizona? And we'll talk about it when things happen. But we'll leave it at that.
I was just like, I'm about it, bro.
So follow your fucking soul, man.
Like I'm with you. Like that's just that. Like you said I'm your missing key. You're my missing key, bro. So I feel that I need somebody to be the foundation of what I'm trying to do. Like, you know, like Michael Jordan is nothing without his team, bro. Like that's how I feel. Like I feel like I'm Michael Jordan, right? That's how I think of myself in this. Like you guys might think this is whack or this is egotistical or whatever it is. But when I look at the Chicago Bulls, I look at the team. Okay, Michael Jordan, he wouldn't have done anything in his career without Scottie Pippen, without Phil Jackson, the greatest coach of all time, without all these different little pieces that helped him. It's like, You know, I think about he had all those guys, so all he had to do was score and be a star and play defense and play his game.
And it's crazy because a lot of people only see Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
They don't see the team. They don't see the coach. They don't see.
Yeah, but Michael, he knows that he was. That's the benefit of being an athlete, is that if you're really good at sports, you'll get a coach that just puts you in the proper position that you need to be in to make the team succeed. But like right now, it's hard for me to convince other people, like, hey guys, I'm Michael Jordan, like, help me. Like I need Scotty, I need Rodman, I need the coach, I need all these things. Like I'm not that. I'm the guy. Like, you know, like I'm like the clock's ticking, right? The buzzer's about to beat. I'm the one who shoots the shot.
Perhaps.
You know?
What if
like,
you know what I just thought about? But like, what if, right? Because you know how the universe is like perspective only, like it's your perspective. What if like all those pieces were there for him?
They were. It was
like
perfect.
It's like, and it's just like that's just the way the cookie crumbled, and it was already destined for him to be.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
So I don't know much about basketball. Who was it? So you said Scottie Pippen?
Scottie Pippen was his number 2. His coach was Phil Jackson, who was known as the Zen Master, and he would have them meditate.
So, like, if Scottie Pippen, say, broke a leg in high school and never played again, right?
Then we would not be remembering Michael Jordan the way we do.
We wouldn't, right?
No.
Isn't it crazy how everything has to add up?
So perfectly.
So perfectly, so precisely, for it to... for it to be exactly what it's supposed to be.
That doesn't even begin to capture, because it's like I heard this Gary Vee quote where he was talking about how unlikely it is for you to be born. All the thousands upon thousands of pregnancies that fail, sperm cells that don't impregnate. You know,
Millions,
all the other different, like, you know, who knows how many nuts were busted. The specific amount of nuts needed to be busted that year for me to be born, you know, like...
Yeah. And then for you to even be born, out of the million of sperm cells to even hit the egg.
Yeah, like I was the one who won.
Out of one load, there was trillions of other you.
I was born, bro. I'm alive, bro. Why? I'm alive right now. Like, bro, we need to make some fire, bro. Like, I'm steaming right now. Like,
all right. Like, we need to conserve this Mildly Brown energy for the studio sesh right now. I think we should conclude this.
It's over. All right, listen, guys. I love you. This has been amazing.
Subscribe.
I hope you guys got some further detail into our lives. Check out our music.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and Discord. Subscribe to us, like, and share. Thank you.
Peace out.